Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this morning's recipe, we're gonna make slow cooker pork loin with potatoes and carrots. So all you're gonna need for this morning's recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of water. You're going to need 2 pork loins that I've marinated, and I'll talk to you guys about this in a minute. You're gonna need 1 bag of baby carrots and 1 bag of baby potatoes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spray out the slow cooker. Now, what I have done, I have preheated the crock pot. Now, normally with the slow cooker, I do not preheat the crock pot. Normally, I don't do that, but I wanted to do that today because I figured it takes so long for the crock pot to heat up. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and preheat the slow cooker. So that's what we're gonna do today. So, another thing. Now, when we do this recipe, we're not gonna put the potatoes and carrots in now. We're gonna put those in later, so then that way those don't overcook. Okay? All we're doing for today, for right now, we are just putting in the pork loin with the marinade. Okay? That's all we're doing for right now. I have my crock pot on high. I'm gonna cook this on low for 6 hours. Okay, now, as you guys know, we have made a pork loin in the past. We have made actually several pork loins. The last pork loin we made was not very good. So I figured let's just make this pork loin and let's see how this one goes. All right, so I'm gonna unwrap this pork loin. Now this pork loin, oh, it smells so good. Now this pork loin is just a plain pork loin, not seasoned, nothing on it. All I did was I took 2 pieces of pork loin and I marinated them for 2 hours in the fridge, okay? Now, when I cook any kind of meat, this goes for anything, any kind of meat I cook, I love to marinate it because I feel like when you marinate your food, it tastes better, okay? Just know that. It tastes so much better when you marinate your food rather than just throwing it in your slow cooker right away. So that's a quick tip, okay? That's a tip for you guys. If you want to marinate your food, go ahead. I recommend doing it just because I feel like it tastes better, okay? All right. So, we're going to put in, now like I said, we're not putting in the potatoes and carrots right now. We're just putting in the pork loin and 1 cup of water, okay? That's it. So, I'm going to come over here, and we're going to do this very, very carefully because we have a lot, okay? This is really, really messy. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this crock pot, actually, I'm going to do this. Let's move this 1 cup of water. I'm going to move my cup of water out the way. I'm going to move this stuff because this stuff I don't need till later. I'm going to get this crock pot close to me as I can because I want to make sure that I don't make a mess with this. So take out your pork loin out of your marinade and just throw this right in directly into your slow cooker. Okay, now remember, what's the rule about after you touch raw meat? You got to wash your hands. So after I put this in, I'm going to wash my hands and then I'm going to show you what this looks like. And all this marinade is going to get poured into the slow cooker. Okay, so now is where we take our marinade and we're dumping this in the pot, in the slow cooker all over. This is going to create its juice and it's going to be so good when it's done. And I promise you, you're gonna think, oh, this looks gross right now, but trust me, it is going to be delicious. Okay? Then we're gonna add 1 cup of water to it. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of liquid in there. Hopefully the pork loin won't be dried out. I think it'll be delicious. We are going to add potatoes and carrots later, not right now, but later. Okay? All right. So take our gloves off, and this is the point where we go ahead and wash our hands. So it's completely like submerged in the liquid, which is what I want. I want my pork loin to be submerged in that liquid. I'm gonna take both of my hands and I'm gonna kind of like do this a little bit because I want my pork loin to be submerged in that liquid. Okay. Now remember, it was only 1 cup of water. So do this to kind of massage your pork loin. All right. So now that I've done that for a little bit, I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'm gonna come back and we're going to do the next step. Now this recipe we have made before. I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back we actually made a crock pot pork loin with potatoes and carrots. So this is obvious. Honestly, you know what, guys? This is an updated version of my slow cooker pork loin with potatoes and carrots. And this pork loin is going to be so good. Okay, now, like I said in the beginning, I have my crock pot preheating on high. This is going to cook on low for 6 hours, okay, until it's done. All right, so now that's it. So, this is what your pork loin is going to be looking like right now. Now, I'm so scared to take this out, but you know what, I have an idea. So, since this crock pot is hot, like since this crock pot is very, 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 very hot, like it's very hot, like I can't even touch it with my bare hands, I'm going to do this. Now, don't need that, we'll discard that later. Take this out, and if I can do this without dropping it, this is what your pork loin, I'm gonna walk up there and show you. See, that's what the pork loin should look like. All that's in there, it's done. We're gonna cook this on low for 6 hours, and it's gonna be so good. Okay? All right, put this in. All right, that is done. I've showed you what it looks like. Now you're gonna put your lid on, and you're gonna cook it on low for 6 hours. All right, so let's get it going. Lid on. I'm gonna turn my crock pot down on low, and I'm gonna cook this for the next 4 to 6 hours until this gets really, really tender. I will be adding my carrots and my baby potatoes in a little bit. Okay, I can't do that right now because my assistant's not here to help me with that. So once my assistant comes back, we will be adding the potatoes and carrots. But what I did was, now I did not add the potatoes and carrots to the slow cooker. All I did was I just showed you guys when I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add this later, okay? All right, so we will be back in about 4 to 6 hours to show you what this pork loin looks like. I'll come back and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this recipe. Bye, vlog on, peace out, boom. Okay, bye guys.